Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. In today's video, we are going to deep clean and reorganize the kitchen. And I've wanted to do this for several weeks. Whenever I walk in the kitchen, I'm just like, I need to do that, I need to do that. So I feel like a weight is just coming off my shoulders, finally starting this and getting it done. And I'm gonna show you guys everything I wanna do the before, because honestly, I haven't done anything. Like, there's dishes in the sink. We have a long way to go. And I bought some stuff I wanna show you or share with you. And yeah, of course, updates along the way and all that. So if you enjoy this, if you find it helpful or motivating, inspiring, anything like that, please give it a like. Also, consider subscribing if you're new to join the family. I would love to have you. And also write a comment down below because I respond to every single one of my comments. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this, and let's get started. I will give you guys an overview of everything that I want to do, but first is these guys. I bought them from Costco and I shared them in a Costco haul. I think it was like 4 weeks ago by now, but they've just been sitting here and waiting for this day. So I'm going to put like pasta and flour and all that stuff in those boxes. I'm gonna wash them out with soapy water first. And then I bought some shelf liners from Target, and these were about $4 each. We do have this in some of the drawers, but I know some of them, they don't even have a liner. So I need to get on that. And okay, so I don't think I've really like shown this corner a whole lot because like there's nothing there, but it's just so hideous, just like a trash can sitting there. And so I'm going to get one that goes like right under the sink, because we've been talking about doing a lot of things in the kitchen and like redoing some cabinets for like a new layout and stuff. But so that's why I like put off what I want to do with the trash. But I think I just want a little one that goes right under the sink that's not shut fully, because there's stuff in there that of course I need to reorganize in this video. So yeah, that's gonna be on the list for tonight. I really want to run to the store and get a trash can that can go there and get rid of that one, or put it in a laundry room or in the garage or something. I know we can use it somewhere, but I mean, I don't really want that sitting out. I'm sure you guys can understand that. I need to go through these cords like I always do. And then I need to wash the dishes and put away those dishes. I think this is full of stuff too, so we'll see what's in there. I really need to scrub down the stove, and I want to wipe down like the backsplash. And before I dive in, I thought I'd let you guys know there is a Grove offer right now for new customers where you get all of this for free if you spend $20 on their website. And I just thought that was a great deal. I wanted to let you guys know in case any of you want to take advantage of that. It is linked below. And I chose the Iowa Pine Scent. I totally recommend it. And you guys will see all these products in action and a little later in this video. But first, I'm just going to get everything off the counters and wash the dishes, so that way I have space to work on organizing.
Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, 'cause I'd do anything. I just wanna be with you. How can you make me feel this way? Don't let me down, down, down. It could be
Random, but I have been sipping on this and it tastes so good. I bought it a few days ago from a Meijer, and if you don't have that store, you probably have like a Whole Foods or Target. They probably have it, and I love this, you guys. It tastes like way better than I was expecting it to be. So if you like kombucha or if you like a tart flavor, you probably would really like this too.
I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you.
The day this video goes up is actually when I'm removing all of the fall decor in my house and getting ready for the holidays, for Christmas. I'm so excited to decorate with it, and of course I will be sharing all of that stuff with you, so definitely keep an eye out for it because there are some serious holiday decorate with me videos coming. quick update for you guys. Everything in the dishwasher has been put away. Everything from the sink I just hand washed. I know it's like a huge mountain, but I'd rather just have a mess for now and have that sit out and air dry, and then I can put it away and I can scrub down this guy so there's nothing sitting in the dishwasher. I'm just filling up the water pitcher right now. Right now the cabinets are just so unorganized, and they used to be like perfect for a long time, but I mean, we obviously have work to do. Like this had a flower in it. It's from Kate Spade. That was a wedding gift, and it's been sitting there completely empty for at least a month, which is just insane. So I need to take care of all of that stuff. This is spices, which is fairly, it's okay. It's not that great though. Obviously I have some work to do. They all are in these small things, so that helps that stay pretty organized. And then this one is kind of pointless. There is some coffee, French press, some pods. I'm out of pods. I need to place an order for more of those. I'm going to wash out all of these OXO containers before I use them for the first time, and I'm actually super impressed with these. I really like them, and I'm sure I can find them on Amazon for you guys, so I will have a link for them down below. But there are an assortment of sizes for pasta, for cookies, flour, like I said before, just almost anything that you can think of. And I really like how the lid is in a few separate pieces, so it just spins on, so easy to work with, and I know they're going to last forever, so I think this was a great buy.
No.
So if you saw my last video, then you know that when I started this project, it was way more of a project than I realized, and I know I wouldn't have time to get it up when I wanted to, so I did another shop with me video. If you haven't seen it, it's linked below. But today is the day that I'm going to finish this. It's only a few days later, and I made a coffee. I'm ready to roll. I want to get this done so bad, just because I can't wait to open those cupboards and everything is like all neat and organized. And yes, I'm gonna get to work, and you just hang out and enjoy.
I bet you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are. But I don't know.
The first one is all done and organized and vacuumed out. It makes me so happy to see everything like this. I will run through how I did everything up there, but I have my label maker here, and I'm going to put some labels on there, so I'll show that to you guys. I did find some powders up there, like a protein powder that honestly I don't think I've even opened that, so that is a major waste of money. I need to use that up, but I forgot about it because it was high and unorganized, so I think that will go somewhere else. Same with this. I didn't even know we had this, and I know that isn't a cheap thing either, so we need to use up those guys.
That much about you, what things you like and what you don't, it's not that long since I met you for the first time. You know we should work it out, you know we should work it before I'm doing that.
So I have been meaning to buy a label maker for the longest time, and I think it's going to help me stay organized, because if I see something sitting in front of the wrong label, it's going to drive me so crazy, and I know I'm going to want to label just about everything in the house. I'm sure you guys will see this in so many videos to come.
I know I'm feeling something for you, the way you look, the
everything that was inside of that cabinet. So we keep filters in there for coffee and our Nespresso pods and regular coffee and a bunch of these like squirty things for water. It's just like flavorings that you put in, and so many hot tea packets.
You laugh and how you move.
When it comes to organization, I like to be as practical as possible. So things I use all the time, I always have front and center, and I will have some tea on the counter that you guys will see right here. We use that almost every night, so that's why I have that out in those cute canisters. Those are from Home Goods, by the way. And then the first shelves in the cabinets are always things I reach for at least every day, sometimes a few times a day. And then the next one up is just a regular use, and at the top is storage or things we don't use that often.
Ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? Will you let me down before I'm too invested? You should take it easy. Maybe we could test this and work out our feelings. Baby, will I love you? Tell me, do you want me?
And this is the one I've been avoiding. There are like a bunch of different flowers in here. Flowers for me, flowers for Chad. Huge thing of tamari. There's honey and there's coconut oil and just a bunch of randomness. So let's make this look a lot better. And anything that I have either a large quantity of or several of and I can pair them all together, I'm going to put in a container. But if it is just a smaller product and it's something I will go through extremely fast and only a few uses, I'm just going to leave it exactly how it is. And for this cabinet, I'm going to do a categorized layout instead of how often we use things. I just think it makes a little more sense with flowers. And you guys will see the very first shelf. We have so many different kinds of flowers since I'm gluten-free. And then the next one up is the baking shelf. And that one has a lot of different kinds of sugars. There also is going to be a container with just smaller items that I want to consolidate into one space to keep it really organized instead of having all of those smaller packages all over the place, especially if something is not in a box and it comes in a bag. It's hard to store those things and I feel like they get super messy and disorganized really quickly, so I did put those in a container and you guys will see that here in just a minute. When you pour your flowers into these containers, sometimes they take up a lot more room since they aren't packed as tightly. So if you do need a little extra space, then just press down on the surface with a spoon. I was able to get a few more inches that way, and then I didn't have to use a second container, which I really wanted to avoid to consolidate as much space as possible. So just a little tip for you guys, some flowers, they won't separate that much, but some of them are going to be very light and very finely milled, and you might have to pack them a little bit, but then you'll be safe to use only one container. For example, that powdered sugar, I think I had at least 3 different powdered sugars and I just kept pressing on the surface and I was able to use only one for all of them. Here's the container I'm storing several different products in, since they all are smaller but they are for the same purpose. There are chocolate chips and coconut flour, or flakes, a few other things, so at least I know where they are and they're upright. And something like that would totally get lost in the shuffle and just be hidden in the back. I'd probably repurchase it, waste money thinking I didn't have it. So now I know if I need a baking ingredient like that, I know exactly where to look. I'm on to the cleaning now, and I'm going to use the Iowa Pine in the multi-surface on a lot of different surfaces, so the countertops and backsplash, on the cabinets. I also used this on the stove and it worked really well on the stove. I was impressed with that. I told you guys in the fall that the apple cider, that was my favorite for the fall collection, and I really think that the Iowa Pine is going to be my favorite for the winter. It just smells amazing. I know there is peppermint, and I believe there is another one. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but of course I will link it for you below.
Every change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I just start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. We are close, can you feel it? Something is behind the clouds. We just have to believe it, that we can make the sun come out. Let us lose ourselves in a fairy tale.
The last thing I do with a dish towel before I put it in the dirty laundry is wipe out the sink, and that way I'm not wiping down the sink and then putting that same towel on the countertops. And I don't know, that's just something that I always do because I never want to put a towel in the sink and then put it on the counter. I don't know if that's super strange or random, but you guys always like those random little facts. If you guys do something similar, then let me know in the comments below.
So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry.
And don't forget to hit the like button if you did make it this far into the video and you are enjoying it. I would so appreciate it. And also hit that share button so your friends can watch too.
Baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. 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 Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold of me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard.
Those blue and white towels are actually fabric napkins. I made all of those for our wedding, and now we have an insane amount of them, so we just use them for projects around the house. But I put one right under the drying rack for the dishes, that way water doesn't get stuck there, and it is a little bit wet on the bottom too, so I just want it to fully dry. But that is a little trick for you guys. If water ever gets stuck under yours, just put a towel under there to slightly elevate it and you'll be good to go.
'Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. 'Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Shot away.
And finally, we are going to do a walkthrough. I'm going to show you guys everything that I did and a few things that I plan on doing. So here's what I would consider like the main cabinet, the one that we use for snacks and just like things for dinner, things we use every day. It is sort of empty right now. I need to go to the grocery store obviously, but I feel like we eat out a lot and we always shop for like a few things at a time. We don't do like huge shopping trips that often, so it isn't like extremely full on a regular basis. But for the labels, I didn't do anything super specific because if it was wrong, it would drive me so crazy. So I just did pasta and then ingredients for dinner up here and then pasta down there. And those sauces are just there because they won't fit anywhere else. And then up top it says store for later. I don't know if you can see that, but it says it on that one too. And then there are just snacks up here. And then some more snacks down there. And by the way, I bought this riser from HomeGoods, and it isn't like, this thing slides, so it can be extremely long or short. It's just a really good thing to have on hand. So if you guys need any shelf risers, HomeGoods is a good place to look for that. And then this one, so up top is protein powders. There's a little sticker up there for that. This is ingredients for drinks, a lot of like flavorings for waters, and then over there is the tea, and then down here is everything for coffee. That should go up there, Chad. He was just home for a little bit. Okay, so yeah, that's everything for coffee. And in here is all the teas that we have on a regular basis. So we like to make hot tea at night. And in here there's peppermint, and there is like a mixed berry one, I believe. That was the pink packaging I showed you guys a little earlier in this video. It just looks like this. It says it is a beauty tea. And I don't know, I think that's just like a sales tactic, but it tastes really good. It's just like a fruity one that I really like to have. We have some honey sticks in there to mix in with that. So I finally switched that out. It actually is tea that I have every day instead of just random things. And then all the random things are tucked away back there. There's like throat coat for when I'm sick, because I get sick all the time in the winter. And this cabinet, I just rearranged it slightly. It's not like a huge difference, but I put the ones that we use on a regular basis down here, and those ones we've had forever from IKEA, and they have some wear and tear on them, but it's just for like snacks and things, you know. Those ones are a little nicer, and like the super fancy ones we don't have in the kitchen because we don't use them that often. They're in storage, and up there is just some random things. We have smaller bowls, which we always use for fruit whenever we cut up a mango at night, which we do a lot. And then here is the one in the corner that was a huge mess, and I'm sorry for the lighting. It's been raining for days and it's so dark outside, even though it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, sorry for the lighting if it's kind of not the best right now, but I have a lot of flour and like sugar and baking ingredients in here. So this is a cup for cup. It is a gluten-free flour, a coconut flour, and then a bunch of flours over here that's like a pizza one that's gluten-free. And since it's such a small package, I'm not like putting that in something else. And just a few things that are perfectly fine in their packages, like things like this. It's so small that's like 1 to 3 uses, so I'm not going to, you know, put that into something like this if it's only for a little bit. And then up here is a lot of things for baking, so sugar and powdered sugar, and then a lot of coconut oil, honey, and baking powder and baking soda are back there. And then up top it's just things we never use, like there are some cupcake liners, food colorings, and some candles for birthdays, which I'm sure we probably won't use those for like several months. So anything we don't use that often is extremely high up there. I can't reach it because I'm not going to need it for a long time. I know I didn't do the bottom cabinets, but I figured I would do a part 2 because this video is so long. And also, since we're getting a pantry cabinet in a few weeks, once we have our new refrigerator, we have to wait for that though, so we know like how much space we have for the pantry cabinet. So yeah, I'm going to do a part 2 in a few weeks. Definitely stay tuned for that. If you're new, please subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and also write a comment down below. I'll get back to you, and I'll see you right here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye!